All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening for whenever you are watching this. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is round 2 of my Pro Quest in Pendleton, Oregon on October 26th. We are against Victor with AB1. This is what you like to see. A nice slow deck with only one AB. Let's see how it plays out. I have a decent opening hand. We are going first. I remembered my tunic trigger. From what I can see here, I would probably just Kano bunch of times, see what we get, play potion, pitch Sonic to play staff and then thing.
Oh, Kano
Turn that down a little bit.
on AB1. I'll banish.
35 minutes left in the round.
So they say 35 minutes because we got deck checked at the beginning of the round. That's why there's only 35 minutes on turn 1.
I will buff. So this will come in for 4. If it does more than 3, it draws me 2.
AB1.
Okay, and take 3.
The reason I sent this, even though I wasn't going to draw, is I see he's only on AB1. I'm just trying to deal as much damage as possible.
37.
Yeah, do you have any instances in there?
And then for my action, play Deja Vu. And go to Arsenal unless you got an instant.
Nope, sounds good.
What I probably should have done here is Kano'd again, just to see what we got off the top, and then use Sonic Boom to play this for 3. It would have only dealt 2, which is 1 less damage than what it dealt. That's fine, but we would have gotten a second look, and we don't need the Sonic Boom in our arsenal, to be honest. But we would have gotten a second look off the top. Then we would have seen Wildfire. We wouldn't have sent it, obviously, but it was good information to know. We do get a second potion.
A 9 strike for 5, go again.
5, go again. I will declare no blocks. Down to 25.
Play a Command and Conquer.
There it is.
So the reason I said no blocks here is I want to get more things off the top and play this potion. Yeah, Sonic Boom's still stuck in my arsenal, but that's fine. It's only 5 diamonds generic. I don't care about my arsenal here, so I'm pretty sure I only blocked with 1 card, took 3. I should have just you could warrant block the 6, so you take 3 less damage, but like I said, I didn't care about the Sonic Boom in my arsenal, and I'd rather have Wildfire there, so it gets that out for free, and I still have a blue that I Kano with.
No cards floating.
No cards, no resources, no reacts. Take 5,
Block 3.
Sounds good, I have no reactions. Sure.
Action take 3.
Trigger.
Down to 22.
Sounds good. We'll pass the turn. Your attempt to go to end step.
Yep, that's fine. Alright, I will take up Tunic to 2. I will Kano. Yes. Paid off.
Energy Potion.
And the reason I didn't really want to block with another card and go to end.
Sounds good.
Arsenal card.
So we got 3 potions. Then we got a Blazing. We're on AB1. I would have preferred this to be a blue if I were to combo here, because this is kind of what you want. But I was trying to take things slow here and work on getting everything perfectly we can. We don't need a combo, so there's no need to combo. We can block with the first Blazing, and then we can send Spindle on our turn to get some more obs. just to ensure that everything's lined up properly.
Let's send a Spinal Crush. Pitching a Golden Sun in the choke slot.
For 9, you say.
I should just block with the blazing
9 is
and
a high number.
open the floodgates, or one of the blues and blazing, so I can spindle on my turn to opt.
I'll block 6.
Sounds good. I have no reacts.
Correct. Take 3, down to 19.
I will attempt to go to instant.
Yep, go ahead.
Arsenal and pass.
Tunic up to 3. I will buff this. I'll have 2 floating, but I'm going to spend it on Spindle for 5.
I will declare no AB.
Alright, so 5 goes through. I get to opt 5.
Let's see what we can get a look at real quick. So these are our 5 cards. We got Gaze the Ages, another potion, Wildfire, and Destructive Aethertide, and Overflow the Aether. Looking at here, I already have a Wildfire in Arsenal. There's a few things you could do with this. We guarantee our hand can be four blues, and send a Wildfire off the top if we wanted to. Or we could like bottom this potion because we don't need another Deja Vu. I don't like having 2 Deja Vus out. No, but let's see what I do. So I did send the potion at the
These
bottom.
will go on top in this order.
I will draw that Wildfire.
And go to end.
So I have a decent hand for a combo to go off with the Wildfire in hand. Granted, I think I'm at 13 or something.
32 I got right? Yep. Alright.
They're at 32. I'm at 13.
Play Rouse the Ancients.
Okay.
Alright, before we go further into the video, we need to change this up here. We need to change these numbers to be the exact opposite. So it's either 30% of you aren't subscribed. I know it's a cliche, but it makes a huge difference. Let's try and get this number up to 500. So that way we can actually make some money off this and buy more packs. Because that's all we want to do as card gamers, buy more packs. Get me up to 500 so that way I can do so. And let's continue on with that video. And check out my Patreon. You can see videos early there.
Rouse the Ancients.
Okay.
Show you these 2.
Okay.
I don't remember. Spinal Crush and
7 go again. I will declare no blocks.
I have no reacts.
Alright, so down to 12.
so I was a little bit higher than 13. I'm at 12 now. I was at 19. So I have health to play around with. If all else fails, I could just say send Wildfire from Arsenal for 5.
Float 1.
So I get 1 floating. I'm like, okay, cool. I can take this and
Alright, as it's being declared as an attack, I'll
I can do my
opt
little combo here with this. Let's see how it goes though. 3rd Wildfire and Spindle.
I will bottom those.
So already off to a rough start. No blues there.
And
Consider me here looking back at the video. I can see I could have left Spindle there since I only wanted to do a little combo anyways. Go to Wildfire, Spindle, and opt for my second combo to set that up. That way I could see, let's see if I send Wildfire for 6 off staff, I get to, maybe 1. Spindle comes in for 10. I get my next hand. And the next couple spells I can see, I can line up a little bit better. That's just me looking at it. I don't recognize that when watching the video in the first place, but it's there now.
so you got 2 total resources available.
With this tunic,
Alright. I will Kano.
see, open the floodgates, so alright,
Floodgate.
not bad, not bad.
And then I will Kano again.
So we see Kindle.
Okay. I'll go there. I will buff 2 floating. amp 1. I will Ragamuffins, draw a card.
So when I saw Kindle, I could have Kano'd and then Ragamuffins. I still have 2 floating here. I don't know which order is best, doing the Kano and then Rag so I get it banished already, or this play where I
On top.
Rags, then use my Tunic for the
I will
Kano.
use my Tunic resource to Kano.
I'm not sure which sequence is doing better off the top of my head at the moment.
I will cast Kindle, and then on the stack, I will Deja Vu.
Blues. Never mind, I have a Floodgate.
Kindle Resolve to draw a card.
Amp 2.
Amp 2. I will cast Wildfire for 6. 1 floating, if I can find the 1 on here. Wildfire for 6.
AB1.
So the reason I didn't Metacarpus is I'm like, okay, this is just going to be a little combo. I don't want to, because I got another Wildfire in hand. I want to save the Metacarpus for when I do the Wildfire in Arsenal. I didn't want to blow up my Metacarpus.
5 coming through. 5 for 5. 27. And then I will pop a potion, go up to 3 resources, use 2 of them to send this for 7. 5 plus 2.
In response, I'll activate Tunic.
Yep,
Gain 1.
yep.
AB1.
Sounds good. Floodgate for 6. And 21. I will draw 2 cards.
So there's our 3 blues that we knew for sure.
I will Kano with 1 floating.
You can't see it here, but this is another Kindle on the top.
That's annoying.
So, seeing Kindle, what I should have done is just hold on to this blue. Do nothing with it. Take my 6. I'm fine. Move on. There's already a Wildfire here. We know we can do another combo. That's what we should have done. I repeat, we should have saved this blue, and we know we have a Kindle. Yes, we don't have Rags. That's fine. And then we move on. They have AB1. This was meant to be a small combo anyways.
Well, that will have to stay there.
Don't do it.
We will.
He's at 25.
Yes, pop boots with the floating resource. And we'll Wildfire.
Why? What does this do? What does this do for me? This is just damage. He's not dying. There's no point of breaking my boots and sending this. We know there's a Kindle on top. We're going to get another card. We have a guaranteed second draw. Why? Now let's speed through this. He doesn't die. So our hand, let's back up. See the order that we draw it in.
The same.
So it's Kindle, Sonic Boom, Potion. So Flare would have been on top. So I'm low in life at this point. I just took like 6 plus 7. I took like half my health there. Hammer for 4. So I gotta do something anyways. We would have had another blue. We would have the same amount of blues.
Kano.
We see Arcane Twinning. So we would have seen Flare. Then if we Kano'd again, we would have seen Arcane Twinning. Okay, cool. And then we can, so we were blue and then blue. Our 2 blues would have been Flare, Twinning. Then we have a Sonic Boom in hand. We pitched to Boots. We let Boots resolve. No. Well, Boots is on the stack. We Kindle. Draw a card. It would have been Arcane Twinning. Would have drawn Arcane Twinning. No. We would have drawn whatever's on top, but we'll see what that is real quick.
Kano.
Would have drawn a blue. Highly likely to draw a blue. So we have 1 floating. Boots resolves. We Wildfire for another boots. And then we have one floating. We can metacarpus. No, we can staff. Kindle for 2. So wildfire for 6. Yeah, they still have a handful of cards. They still have only B1. They took 6 plus 5. They're like 20 or something. So we would have had wildfire, flare into that. So wildfire for 6. Let's say the AB1 because all they have, so 5. Into this would be 6. 6 plus another 5 on this would be 6 plus 12. So it would have been pretty dang close to lethal. I don't have the notes on my hand. They're in my backpack. I will actually pause the video and pause the recording and get those notes real quick. Okay, so I grabbed my notes. He was at 21 at the start of this turn. So in our imaginary scenario that we didn't break these boots for no reason, wildfire would come in for so Kindle staff come in for 6. You would deal 5. Okay, got my pen. 21 to 5. 21 minus 5. Minus 5. 1, 4, 16. Cool. Then we send flare, which is 5 plus 1 is 6. Minus 6, that's 10. And then now we're getting that wildfire plus flare, which is buff of 11 onto our next card, which is a 0 cost arcane twinning. Would have been lethal. I could have won here. Let's see what happens though. We got.
Yeah, I shouldn't have used that second.
He's at 18
wildfire.
right now. Yeah, my realization is like, oh, I have
staff, float 1, Kindle, draw a card.
and look at a blazing. Granted, I don't think we would have gotten to it with the resources we had after that mini combo. But we would have won, which is frustrating, which we did not. So we draw this. They're sending Anthenos for 6. I was at 3 after his other attacks. And then he has a pummel after this, I believe. So we go through the motions, I block, yeah, and then red pummel for 10. So I even wrote on here, hit 2 Kindles mid of combo. On that second Kindle though, I should have seen, okay, cool, I'm set up for second combo. There is no reason that has broken those boots to send that wildfire. I have written that down there. I even wrote, also wasted second wildfire and boots. Could have gone wildfire, Kindle, and meta for win. I probably didn't need the resources for Metacarpus, but you know, seeing the flare, save it there because he was at 21. Wildfire for 5, flare for 6. That's 11, and that's buffed the next one by into lethal anyways. So yeah, this was the only loss that I disliked. I had a few others. Well, not say what rounds, but this was our first round. It kind of sucked that it was in round 2. This could have been an easy win, but it was a learning moment regardless. As the time of recording this should be out on Monday. If you want to check out the round 3 early, check out my Patreon. It's only $3 at the starting rate. But yeah, this person, great sportsman, they're like, yeah, you probably would have had me if you didn't waste that second wildfire, as they only had AB1. And again, thanks everybody for watching. Check out my Patreon if you want to see the next round early. I don't know if it'll be out on Wednesday, depending on how my work schedule is. That's also the extra slot anyways. Might be a Talishar game.